We're here today with Seth Kahan, noted author, or a best-selling author, should I say, noted speaker and executive strategy consultant, and really done so many different things. And we really wanted to sit down with you today and talk about a lot of things you did, especially your new book, Getting Innovation Right. But if you could, just really tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into what you do.
Okay, thanks. It's a pleasure to be here, Don. So it all goes way back when I was leaving college. I decided to do street theater. And I was most interested in creating artistic performances in public places and involving the audience, engaging the audience. And I played a lot with how do you get them to be part of the performance, which is a real trick in itself. During that time, after about 10 years of it, I got a job at the World Bank, which was basically a day job for me. And I was using my math degree, teaching people how to use the different computer systems. I had an opportunity to be part of a large-scale change initiative, and I had a great boss who said to me, tell me what you really love. And I was still doing the street theater, and so I told him about that. And he said, can we use that? Can we use that in this change initiative to get buy-in, to get support, to get people involved? And so we started applying it. We started transposing these street theater techniques to a corporate environment, and they worked really well. And our change initiative, which was called Knowledge Management, went from an unfunded mandate, $0, to $60 million annual program in 2 years. And it was a huge success. And in fact, just about 3 or 4 years ago, they did a survey, and they found that about 80% of what we put in place still exists today. So it was sustainable. That really is kind of what propelled me into change management, large-scale system change. I did 3 more change initiatives at the World Bank. I ended up working the last 2 years with Jim Wolfenson while he was president. And then I went out on my own and I started working with executive directors and CEOs of private sector companies, public organizations. I worked with Gaddy Vasquez while he was director of the Peace Corps for 2 years. Now I work with a lot of association execs, helping to do strategy. And my focus is primarily on helping the leaders of companies see into the future and target growth, do business strategy.
And one of the things that's always important to people like that you work with are results. And even as far back as working with the World Bank, you had some really good results that are still there and sustained, right?
Yeah, that's right. And I know one of the things we'll talk about today is HR Certification Institute. And we both had the pleasure of being part of their team over the last few years. And we've seen major results in terms of their bottom line. I mean, in 2008, the last time prior to this initiative that they measured certification, they had 96,000, I believe, certificates. And they've just recently crossed over 125,000. And so the work that we're doing with HRCI pays off in terms of the bottom line as far as they're concerned.